know if you can hear me, guys. So I think I'm allowed to talk to you about this now. Hopefully, otherwise I'm going to be in line 6's bad books. But the line 6 Helix Firmware 3.0 update has just gone live. And so I've got some stuff to show you if you wanted to hear it. But yeah, at the moment, I think, what am I using? One of the cool things, there's a Fender Princeton amp in there now, which I think is really cool, because that was the one kind of Fender amp that was missing, and that's what I'm using right now. So that's really cool. One of the cool things, so for me, by the way, I think the 3.0 thing where it's really going to be useful is with the LT and with the full Helix stuff. Because so if you hear that sustain thing, that sustain is now a block called poly sustain. So you know, like my freezing patches, there's another thing which can do that, but it does take up a lot of DSP. So you'll be able to use it on the HX Stomp if you were using that in front of an amp or like in the effects loop or something. But with the Helix, what I'm doing is I'm running the top signal path into the bottom signal path to kind of get access to some of this stuff. So the poly sustain is really cool. Sort of another take on my freeze presets. It's a little bit cleaner. Which I think is cool, but probably with the HX Stomp you'd struggle to get this into a meaningful patch. So that one's a cool one. So that's called poly sustain. There's one called shuffling looper, which is really cool, which is sort of like, if I can get it to work, does this sort of listening thing and then a randomized kind of, it's like a looper but it does different things. Like a looper, it's sort of like in the night sky actually, I guess. So this is really one of my favourite tones. sound like a normal looper, and then it splits it and does like this kind of what would you call it? I guess what is that doing? That's like a what's the word for it? It's like the night sky. What am I using here? I'm using Helix. The Princeton reverb, yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? So I can change like the randomization of this thing. So if you change sequence drift, it's called, it gradually changes the sequence. My favorite, I would say. What amp am I using? I'm using the new Princeton. So they've just put in a Fender Princeton, which is, I think, is super cool. And so here's. Jimmy, so I think you need to go on the Line 6 site and download the latest HX edit. I think that's all you need to do. Those are my favourite favourite settings anyway. The new things, the poly sustain, which I think is really awesome. The shuffling looper, which I really like. The Princeton, which I really like. What else is there? Let's just try some other things. Poly capo you're talking about. This preset I will drop in once I'm done with the live stream into my normal folder. Hopefully it'll work. Right, so what are we looking for? We're looking for pitch stuff, and we're looking for poly pitch. So we're going to go up an octave and just see what happens, I think. So that's, I guess, the first poly sounds coming out of a Helix. So kind of a pretty good POG kind of sound. What reverb do I have on? I think probably Glitz. Transistor tape, and the Glitz reverb. Try the poly capo, let's try that then. Here we go. Oh well, we've got 12 string as well, should we try that? Let's try. So I'm really loving that. So that's the 12 string. It's doing some cool things. Hey Ujjwal. Yeah, I've been trying to. There's like a couple of people at Line 6, well, one person, Ross, that I can speak to. He's been the only person I can talk to about it. I've got no idea on the Podgo, I'm afraid. I'm imagining they'll do some stuff with it, but I don't know about doing this kind of stuff. Right, so we're going to go up 12, so an octave with the polycapo. Kind of things happening, and it's kind of cool. Did we get poly pitch shift? Yeah, that's what you're hearing. So let me just show you. What am I doing? Poly pitch shift. That's literally what you're hearing. So there you go. I would say that if you're planning to use loads of this kind of poly pitch stuff, probably it's going to take up a lot of DSP, like one signal path, likely. So I've put together this little preset where I'm putting the top signal path into the bottom one. It tracks pretty well. I've tried the capo. Stop telling me to try stuff. But yeah. The poly capo, I think, is probably better for that pitch shifting stuff. So I think if you mix like an octave in at 50. I just think it's sounds pretty incredible. Have I tried the glitch delay? Yeah, I think I've tried most of the new stuff. The only thing that I haven't experimented with too much yet is the new, the shuffling looper's not too bad actually, is it, run around? The only thing that I've not tried is that there's a new command center in the HX Stomp if you are an HX Stomp person, so you can run some MIDI stuff. I haven't faced any bugs personally, and I'm running a beta at the moment, so I did some beta testing. There was nothing that I found that I had any issues with. I don't know whether I was a little bit late into the beta testing pool, but I haven't had any issues with it at all. It's been pretty stable for me. I don't know if Run Around 666 has had a different experience. I guess we could put it up like a fifth. What would that be? I do think this is kind of the tipping point that potentially might push a few people into the Helix LT world if they're not already. Yeah, you've got 8 blocks now on the HX Stomp, which I didn't think I was necessarily going to find useful, but I did. I can't think of any single update which has been this exciting for me. It seems like they've kind of looked specifically at the videos that I'm interested in and pulled out all the things that I like to do, so like the freezing, this new night sky style reverb, delay, looper thing, the Fender Princeton. It's like literally they just, you know, thought of all the things that I like. Glitch delay, someone said. Let's see if I can get it on this preset. Here we've got a glitch delay as well. Let's mix that slightly. The thing with the sustain is though that I can actually run my other freeze presets and do a lot more with those because they're less DSP intensive. So I was thinking, oh no, they've made kind of all my freeze presets irrelevant, but luckily they kind of haven't, because I can run my freeze preset a lot easier than I can run the poly sustain. As in, it takes up less DSP. using now. So I'm using that shuffling looper to do the little thing that's happening underneath. There's a few new drives as well, I think, but I think some of them are like fuzzes and stuff. I'm going to save this preset because I'm digging that. So this is an octave up as well, right? But I mean, I think this has kind of just pushed the Helix to me to be the new favourite thing. Yes, Horizon Drive, that's a new thing as well. But I haven't touched the Helix since I was entered into the beta pool because I didn't want to accidentally release something, if that makes sense. I'm just going to upload a video at the same time. Fire away with any questions you might have, guys. I don't know if you've got any. I'm just as excited as you, I think. What's new in the looper? I don't know if you can use my presets with Natex effects. I've never used one. Take the looper off. Yep, okay. What do you want to hear? If you want to ask for a specific effect, go for it. Sorry, I'm just uploading a vid. Yeah. So, any questions about stuff? Let me see. Right. What's the Helix form like now? Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, there's 8 blocks now. Gain reduction meters, don't know. Oh, the election thing. So one of the new things is you can now save favorites. So you can have like defaults. So this is really, really cool. So I don't know if any of you guys have like a favorite. Yeah, there's definitely squirrels. So we're using the glitch delay right now. And also the polycapo. But, so, I don't know if any of you will have like a normal amp block that you tend to use. Basically what you can do is, you've got a new kind of thing called favorites. And that can you can save into favorites, so you could like have your tube screamer settings that you always use, and that would be in your favorites. Litigator is something that I always use, so the litigator settings I'd have in my favorites, and like my delay and reverb, so that's pretty cool. Let's see if I can get the Horizon Drive going then. If I just get rid of that, clear that block. What shall I put it into? If I put it into like sorry, I'm in the wrong mode here. I'll get to this Horizon drive. Hold on. That's not what I want. Foot pedals. I want foot switches. Stomp preset. Snapshot preset is what I want in it. Stomp. Snapshot. Right. So let's have some Horizon drive then. So I'm gonna buy. Oh wait, I'll put it on ribbon. No, I won't. Put it on the lead. Which favourites can you save something different setting across a few snapshots? I don't think you can do across snapshots. I don't think that's something you can do. I could be wrong. Obviously I've not been allowed to talk about any of this, so there's bits and pieces that I've not experimented with so much. So, Horizon drive, where is that? Here we are. So this has got like a gate on it, I think. So I'll turn off my actual gate. What amp do you want me to use it with? I'll use it with a badonk or something, shall I? I think that sounds good. Maybe I'll try and play, hold on, I'll try and play it along with a little backing. I'm just going to put back on my... Maybe I'll stick a glitch delay on as well, why not? Let's go nuts. Or... yeah, we'll just stick it. It's released right now. Your ears are bleeding. Sorry, is it loud? It's released right now. What am I playing out of? A Helix, and you'll hear in the direct tones. Right. Fire away any more questions you have. Right. I think this is the right one. So yeah, that's the Horizon drive. Pretty kind of heavy and stuff, I guess. So yeah, that's a lot of gain anyway. Let me turn the drive on the actual amp down a bit. That's the Horizon drive anyway. But it's got like a gate on it and different things. So the parameters on the Horizon drive are drive, attack, bright, gate, gate range, and then level. I can detect. Let's go back and try some of the poly stuff again. Oh dear. Whoops, I saved over my main preset. So that was poly sustain in another life. So I'm going to save that to destination there and call it pol. So again, just worth saying, although you've got this poly sustain thing, I don't think you're going to be able to use it particularly sensibly on the HX Stomp. So my freeze presets still kind of work, which is kind of cool. For me anyway. Where is the acoustic sim? Or you mean the 12-string thing? So yeah, that's a really fun preset, I think. Then you're asking about the tracking. Alright, there's a glitch delay on there, which I didn't necessarily want. Where is the acoustic sim? How do I find it? Okay, under the EQ. And what would I do for that? Right, just going to save that. Next way down on that. I haven't checked out the acoustic sim, so let's try it. I'm going to put on my favourites. Oh, I haven't saved any favourites on this. They're the favourites that I've done on HX Stomp. Will there be some HX 3.0 soon? I don't know if there will or not. Maybe they already are. I don't know. Do they come out for the HX? It's in the EQ section. Right. Let's find it. We'll go mono for now. Acoustic sim. Mode, standard, jumbo. Let's go for jumbo then. Turn up the shimmer. I don't know. doing a thing, innit? I guess we'll put on like a little room reverb or something, or chamber. Yeah, William, I'll drop these into the folder. I think I'm going to have to drop in all of my presets as an update as well somehow. Okay, so what would we play? Yeah, I've been playing the Princess, it's awesome. Yeah, I think I concur. I'm not blown away with it, but could it get you through a thing? Maybe. I'm not actually running proper 3.0, I'm running a beta version at the moment. So, yeah, let's go back to this freezy thing then. Get around that by using you've got different set lists. I guess no, yeah, you'd have to, yeah. Right, has we got any questions about any of it? Obviously the freeze is kind of one of my favourite things to do, but as I keep saying, it is quite intensive on the old DSP. Roll the tone down for the acoustic. What for? An acoustic has loads and loads and loads more brightness than an electric guitar, I find. Oh, maybe we could try one of the fuzzes. So like Swedish Chainsaw, I think, is one of them. One of the new drives, isn't it, with the Horizon drive as well. But yeah, I'm kind of really looking forward to doing more with this, I think. Fire away any further questions that you've got. sharp kind of synth tones, but it's really cool for that. Or maybe even kind of fifths, like an Alan Holdsworth type thing. Right now, this shuffling looper is probably my favourite thing. So what can we do? Let's try and what colour is my strap? This is ice blue. If we increase the sequence drift, we get some more. Basically, you can also use that sequence drift thing which is one of the settings in the shuffling looper. The sequence drift means that it changes that sequence. So if you turn it up to like 10%, you get a new sequence, and then you can drop it back down to 0% like I've done now, because I liked that particular sequence, if that makes sense.